This song is called In New York City. It's a travel log of my life. I'd stumble down Hudson from the meatpacking district toward the studio flat that I shared with a friend. My bed against the window with bars to the streets, impatiently wanting my life to begin. Surrounded by photos, my first love from college. One night I got high and took someone else home. I broke an engagement too poor for a ring. I was 23 thinking I'd die alone. Then to an apartment in the East Village, 11th and 1st, where cabs idled in line. Drug dealers owned all the corners at night. I could barely afford it, but it was all mine. That was my life in my 20s and 30s. I walked through Manhattan and never got tired. Used books on the streets in bins for $1. Speakeasies with sawdust and dogs by the fire. In New York City. Well, a few years later, I was living in Brooklyn. Married, divorced, I'd move out on my own to a basement apartment that faced the cathedral, a narrow backyard made of brown paving stones where I planted a garden. Roses and thyme, spent morning in prayer with coffee and clouds. Wrote everything down in a flurry of heartbreak. Sang all of my sadness to crowds. In New York City. My favorite cafe's been turned into a chain where I sit in the corner and write out my verses, stretching my coffee and watching the rain. But now I know what age does to memory. It softens the edges till everything's blurred. It fills in the gaps with regret and romance. Am I really that many years from that girl? Now there's lines on my face and my long hair is gray, but I look at the photos from decades ago. There's something about her I may have lost, but there's still so much I want to know. In New York City. In New York City. Thank